What's up, YouTube? This is Paul from Mickey Tech Tips, and today we're going to talk about why is Windows my favorite OS. Basically, I have a few reasons why, and the most important one is because I've used it for just about all my life that I've been on computers, and it's also something I'm used to and I'm kind of trustworthy to. But other OSs like Linux distributions and Mac OS X still have places where they'll get good at. So basically right now I'm using Windows 8.1 Pro. This is just of the desktop mode, which this one is pretty basic, but I just wanted something basic like that that displays the traditional Windows interference. Not that stupid start screen stuff that's only good on touchscreens that I do not like on non-touchscreen devices because it doesn't work right. Which I'll get into the problems Windows 8 has in a later video. So, OS X is a good operating system for media editing and multimedia, because I've played around with it in school before on school projects a few years back. Now this ain't the latest one. This is actually, I think, like 3 versions old because after that, 3 or 4 versions old because after that they had Lion, Mountain Lion, Mavericks, and Yosemite. And I might have had Mountain Lion and Lion messed up, but I think I'm pretty spot on it. But this is the latest one I've used, so I've not experienced the new ones, but they look pretty sweet. And that's about the only thing I would buy from Apple would be Macs because of my ideas against iPhones and iPads and iPods, which I'll get into that another video on it, and it's just all because of the experience I've had with them. So if you look at it, there's also Ubuntu, which is a Linux distribution, which this is what I've used. I've used that. I've used Linux Mint. I've used one called Tails, and I've also used Android, which was based on Linux. But this is the one I've used first. So basically, it's free and open sourced. It's great for programming stuff and hacking sometimes. And you can't be tracked by companies. That's what I like about it. But I've used Windows since like the 2000s, since I was like a kid with family members watching or something. And the first one I've seen, actually the first one I've seen is Windows ME, but that family member wouldn't let just about anyone touch his computer because he was picky about it. The first one I've really used would be a Windows 98 with another family member with them watching. But it's pretty basic, but it worked. It was actually more stable than ME. But if you look at Windows track record that Microsoft has, they're pretty persistent on stuff. They have a good OS for every bad one, starting out like with Windows 98. It was good. Then Windows ME came out. It was bad. It only lasted about a year. Then XP came out. It was good. Lasted about 14 years. Vista came out. It's still kind of supported. 7 came out. I forgot to also mention Vista was kind of a bad OS. 7 came out. It was good OS, and that's basically what most people use it nowadays. 8/8.1 came out. It was an okay OS. Problem was the stupid start screen in there, because if you try to use it on non-touchscreen devices, it was kind of hard. I'll come and make a video about that, why Windows 8 ain't my favorite OS later on. Then they'll come out with Windows 10, which is supposed to be the best one they've ever had. But we'll see when it comes out later on this year, which I think, if I remember reading right, Windows 8 users /8.1 users will get it for free, just because them apologizing for the horrible experience some people have had on Windows. So each one has a spot on why I like it and whatnot. But my favorite one all around is Windows, just because I've used it for so long. I also use Windows Server 2012 R2 through a student program Microsoft has. On my laptop I use it, but I'm getting away with using my laptop since I have this new Windows tablet now. But I will make a video on why I don't like Windows 8 later on. And that's about it on why Windows is my favorite OS. Thanks for watching this mini-sode. There'll be a video out Friday, and then there'll be another mini-sode out next Tuesday. Thanks for watching. This is Paul with Mickey Tech Tips. Have a nice